All right, welcome back to another day of hard work and blessing logistics life, move and motivate. Um, we're going to talk about morale, how to raise the morale in your workplace. Okay, it don't matter what field you're in, doesn't matter the industry, doesn't matter if you have 1,000 employees or if you have one. Okay, there is some misconception about being a leader and using the phrase, oh yes, this person works for me, or yeah, I have about 7 workers who work for me, I have 20 workers or 200 workers who work for me. Okay, that phrase alone is one of the major reasons why there is a low morale in your workplace, and I'm going to get to that. Okay, I know one thing that's true, and that is people will work a job that is low paying for a place that makes them feel valued, wanted, comfortable, amongst tons of other things, versus a higher paying job at a place that makes them feel uncomfortable, unappreciated, don't allow them to explore their creativity, and so many other things. I mean, that's based on experience. For example, when I was teaching and coaching, I had this coach who was the athletic director at the time. Shout out to Jamal Mason. He said, you are the head coach of your position. You are the head coach of your position. Now, what does that mean? That means whatever role you have on this team, you are responsible for. You are in charge. I was a receivers coach at the time. So when he told me that, I was like, man, okay, I got a little ownership. You know, he's trusting me enough to say that I'm the head coach at that position. And I took that as he really believed in my ability. For one, he hired me, right? So he clearly had faith in the things that I could bring to the team and to the program to be able to help these young men become better wide receivers at the time. And those simple words are so big to me because that allowed me to be creative in what I was doing. Now, there were expectations that came along with it. Okay, the expectation was I can be as creative as I want as long as it's in the realm and the goals of the greater good of the team, which allowed me to be very flexible, fix and change what I thought was necessary for these kids, as long as it aligned with our team goals. Okay. Now, another situation. I was at a decent paying job, and the same, a different coordinator, but same essentially steps, was very quick to say, I am the coordinator, you will do what I tell you to do. I'm like, whoa, I mean, we're not working together here. I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do, but hear me out. Right? I understand how you see it. I see it this way. Can we come up, because I'm with these kids every day, right? So this is what I'm seeing that's going wrong. I think it'll help the team. I don't care. This is how it's gonna be done, and this is the way it's gonna be. Now, automatically, I felt like I didn't belong there. I felt like my creativity would never be of substance to this team or to these kids. Even though I didn't work directly with that coach in that matter, yeah, I felt a sense of this person doesn't really care about anyone else's opinions, even though I see something that's his way or no way. So, first opportunity I had to want to get out of there, I got out of there. Right? brings me to my next point. When you are a leader and you are a place of administration, a place of maybe you're a CEO, a business owner, when you're in that leadership role, when you're tasked with that, you need to be a manager. It is imperative that you have the people that work for you not feel like they work for you. You should have them feel as if y'all are working together. We are working together. I have a team of 200 people I work with. I have a team of 7 other people that I work with. That alone will have them feel as if y'all are working together for the overall goal. Now, to state your position shows me and tells me a few things about you. Lack of confidence in your abilities. And you feel inferior to the person that's working with you. And there's an ego issue. If you want to raise the morale in any workplace, any area of your life with people involved, then you should make them feel as if y'all are a team and y'all should work together. Because the show doesn't go on, the organization doesn't run well if all parties are involved, right? You can't be a good leader if the people who you work with aren't successful at what they do. So instead of saying, hey, I'm the boss, this is where it goes, say, okay, I see your idea, let's look at it this way. Another quote from Coach Mason, man. He said, if I can't explain to you why we're doing something, we're not going to do it. So if you come to me asking the question, hey coach, why are we doing this? And I can't explain it to you, then we're not going to do it. See, the problem is a lot of people think it's doing things just because the way it has always been done is the right way. That's not the case, right? If you can't explain why you're doing something, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, right? You should be able to explain it to a 5-year-old. He's so good, so clear, so concise that a 5-year-old can understand exactly what it is that what you want them to do. Right? It doesn't take you to be very complex in your saying and your direction. Make it very simple. So there's a story about a lady who some of you may have heard it. Who every Thanksgiving and Christmas she bought a ham, and what she would do, she'd cut both ends of the ham, she'd put it in the pot, and she'd roast it. One day her husband asked, hey, why do you always cut the ends of the ham? Well, my mom done it that way, and her mom did it that way. That's just the way they've always done it. Okay? So she was, her husband was like, oh, that's very interesting, because I feel like we're wasting a lot of food by you cutting the ends of the ham when we could use those pieces. So she was like, hey, let me call my mom and ask her. So she called her mom. Hey mom, I have a question. Kind of random. Hey, why did you always cut the end of the ham before you put it in the pot to put it in the oven? She's like, I don't know. That's just the way my mom did it. You know, by the grace of God, her mother was still alive. So she called her mother, who's a much older lady. Hey mother, I have a question. Why did you always cut the end of the ham before you put it in the pot and put it in the oven? Well, she told her daughter and her granddaughter, who were all listening to that call. And the reason I did that, because our pot was too small. So in order for the ham to fit, I had to cut the ends off and then put it in the pot. That way I can roast it or bake it. Very interesting story, right? So that idea of thinking trickled down for generations. And the people that were doing the baking didn't even understand why they were doing it. They just did it because that's the way it was, right? Same thing in business and in life. Just because that's the way it is doesn't mean that's the way it's supposed to be. Just because you've heard someone say, well, I'm the boss, that doesn't mean that's how you treat people. You should always treat people with respect, okay? If you want to raise morale, you treat people with respect, you work with them, they don't necessarily work for you. And they will feel that y'all are in it together. They'll do anything you ask them to do, and they'll feel very much appreciated. If you take that one thing and run with it, I guarantee you'll raise morale instantly in the workplace. Now, of course, there's a lot of work. You can't just say it and not actually follow through with the things that make people feel good. You have to provide value to them so they can provide value to your workplace. But make people feel welcome, make them feel appreciated, make them feel loved and that you care, and they will run through a brick wall for you. They will stay at a job that is less paying for a boss or a leader that makes them feel special and loved over leaving and jumping ship for a job that is higher paying. And so, hope that I can give someone some advice who may be struggling with a morale issue. That's one of many things that you can work on, but I know for a fact that is one thing that you can do to boost morale in the workplace. Have a great day, like and subscribe, and I'll continue bringing you some good content. Peace.